Hey, hang on. There. There you are, you see. It's not just you and Marjorie what can write books. Anybody can do it if they work hard enough.
Oh, you're right, man. And you've sure worked hard at this. Can I read it?
Oh, yes, certainly. That's what it's for. Books are made to be read. That's what I always say.
Okay, let's give it a go. And see if we can picture the story in our minds. There was once a man who thought he was pretty strong. He could lift heavy objects, and he was always admiring his muscles. One day, he wanted to open a jar of honey for his tea. But he couldn't get the lid off. It pulled and pulled with all his might, but still the lid stays stuck on tight. Hey, man, that rhymes. Did you mean it too?
Oh, can't say as I did. Obviously a natural talent. Carry on, carry on.
He tried everything to get that lid off, but nothing worked. Then a young tiddler came along. Are you trying to get that lid off? He asked. Just leave it to me. And he gave the lid a twist, and it came off as easy as anything. How did you do that? Asked the man.
How did you do that?
It was easy, the tiddler replied.
It was easy. Anybody with any brain could tell it's a screw-top jar.
Anybody with any brains could see that it's a screw-top jar. That's really good. And it's got a moral, too. Just like my grandfather Aesop's foibles. It's no good being strong if you don't use your brains.
That's right. That's very right.
You ought to show this to Marjorie.
Oh, do you think she'll like it?
She's bound to.
Oh, come on then.
I think it's wonderful, Mossop. The pictures, stories, everything.
So do I.
Oh, I see. Well, of course, I've only written one book, and you've written loads, I see.
Oh, Mossop, I haven't written all of those books. They're books I borrowed from the library.
Oh.
Actually, Mr. Grimley and I were just about to take them back. Do you want to come with us?
To the library? Oh, yes, to the library. Let's go. What exactly is a library?
You'll see. And I know you're going to like it. Come on.
All right.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
All right, thank
Did you enjoy those?
I did, yes, I'm good. Bought some newcomers today.
Great.
I'll fill in some forms later for you.
Yeah, okay. Thump.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many books in my life, and that's a fact.
Nor me.
Hey? I thought you'd have seen loads coming from a family of famous writers.
Oh, no. My family have always made up stories, but we don't write too many of them down. We keep them all in our heads, you see. We tell them to people, they remember them, and then tell them to other people.
So you're sort of storytellers, not story writers?
That's it. Of course, it means you got to have a pretty good memory to remember all the stories. But we manage okay.
Montgomery, can I just take any of these books I want?
Well, yeah, of course. Hey, and there'll be a book that's really interesting for you here, Aesop. You know how your grandfather wrote Aesop's Foibles?
Huh?
Well, there's a very similar book of stories for humans. And here it is. Aesop's Fables.
Well, ain't that fascinating?
I just don't know where to begin looking. There are all such lovely books here. I mean,
Books to read to others and books to read yourself. Books lined up in hundreds upon the library shelf. Picture books and story books and books on outer space. Whatever book you're looking for, the library's the place.
Hey, why not go down to your library?
Books of great adventure and books that make you laugh. Books of words and books of birds and books of photographs. All the books you've ever wanted stare you in the face. So whatever book you're looking for, the library's the place.
Ah, yeah, keys up. You're going to have to do a fair amount of reading to get through that lot.
This ain't the half of the man. I've still got another load to bring. There were so many I wanted to read that I couldn't choose between them. So I decided to take the lot.
Aye, I had the same problem.
I don't know how we're going to get them all home. They're pretty heavy, these books. Oh,
That's true. But don't forget the moral of the story what I wrote, eh? Who needs muscles when you can have a bit of brain? You stay there, ease up. I know just the thing to get this lot home.
How's Moss-up and Ease-up getting on?
All right, I think. I left them choosing their books. You know, they were really enjoying themselves.
Oh, so I can see. Look.
It's very good of the library to give us all these books.
They don't give you the books, Mossop. You just borrow them. You've got to bring them back when you've read them.
Oh, well, it's pretty good of them anyway.
Can't borrow all of those, Moss-up. We haven't got enough tickets.
tickets? What do you mean, tickets?
Oh, well, when you join the library, they give you a certain amount of tickets so you can borrow a certain amount of books. I've got 6 tickets, so I can borrow 6 books.
But we haven't got any tickets.
Ah, well, that's all right, because I filled in some forms that say that you both want to join the library, and when you come next time, there'll be tickets waiting for both of you. Meanwhile, you can have 2 books each on my tickets.
Only 2?
Yes, Mossop. That's 2 books for you, 2 books for you, and 2 books for me. That makes 6 books altogether. I've got 6 tickets. I'm only allowed to take 6 books.
Looks as though we're going to have to put some of these books back, Aesop.
Just what I was thinking, man. Just what I was thinking.
Ah, there you are. I wonder where everybody had got to.
We've been to the library, Tiddle-up.
Aye, cracking good places libraries are, Tiddle-up. More books there than you've ever seen. I borrowed a pair of belters there.
Cool, they look good.
Yeah.
I wish I had a book to read.
Or you can read them after I've finished with them.
Well, in the meantime, why don't you give her the book you wrote this morning?
Good idea, Montgomery. Hey, you'll like this one, Tiddle-up. It's a real, where is it? Oh, no. Don't tell me I've left it at the library.
Well, isn't that just typical? Oh. Most people go to the library to borrow books, but not Mossop. Oh, no. He has to lend them his in exchange.